And now, the next exciting episode of Truth or Questions, episode Fuck Knows. If you've just jumped to this video, before you watch this video, go to Truth or Questions Introduction. There are several points on there that pertain to these questions that you must take into consideration when reading these questions. If you haven't done that, I'd suggest you go ahead and do that now. If you have already done that, just remember they still pertain to these questions in this video and all questions in succeeding videos and blah 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 blah. Number 73. Truthers claim that molten metal was found underneath debris piles many weeks after the attacks. They cite this as proof of a controlled demolition. However, during the cleanup, many vehicles that were covered with debris in the initial collapse were found to have had their wheels melted. Please explain the tactical necessity of placing thermite into and nearby, melting in those vehicles, thereby melting the wheels on the street as a part of the inside job. Try and do this without laughing, please. Uh, Here we go. Number 74. Barry Jennings. Now, yeah, I've got another video entitled Barry Jennings, The Truth, updated what happened to him. Um, you can go ahead and see that and call me an asshole on that page too. uh, we're told that Barry Jennings heard explosions in Building 7 and that these explosions were the explosions of a controlled demolition. However, Barry heard the explosions from inside the building very, very early in the morning. Truthers also claim the explosions Barry heard were before either tower fell. So therefore, uh, could not have been the sounds of the impacting debris being mistaken for an explosion. This means that, if the truthers are correct, the demolitionists blew up the building before 10 o'clock, and that the building magically hovered in the air, even though all its resistance had been removed, until 5:20 p.m. Please list all controlled demolitions in history where the building was detonated and then the building hovered in midair with all its resistance removed for at least 7 hours and 20 minutes before collapsing. Yeah, that's the way you destroy buildings. You blow the fucker up in the morning and then you just wait for the cunt to fall. Makes a lot of sense. 75. Adding on to the previous question, if Twiffers are right about Barry, then it took 7 hours and 20 minutes from the detonation of the controlled demolition charges to the end of the collapse. So, are Twoofers A, wrong about Barry hearing explosions from a controlled demolition, or B, wrong in pretending the collapse took 7 hours and 20 minutes to complete a free fall collapse? Now, part A to this would also dictate that if you're going to cite the explosions in the morning to be the cause of the controlled demolition in the afternoon, uh, then where in history has it taken 7 hours and 20 minutes for an explosion to destroy a building? Yeah. So how could you say that 7 hours and 20 minutes is free fall speed from a 47-story building? Hmm? Oh, you're talking about when it just first collapsed. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, the Tufa video that only shows it falling in 9 seconds. Yeah, well, yeah, funnily they don't play the longer version. It takes 16 seconds. So, yeah, it was definitely not free fall. It was either 60 seconds or 7 hours and 20 minutes. If you don't like that, get fucked. Additional question regarding Barry Jennings, number 76. Please list all the times in history where a person was inside a building many floors above ground level when a controlled demolition started and survived completely uninjured. 77. We are told that Larry Silverstein, the owner of Building 7, ordered the building demolished with a phone call to FDNY chief or FDNY commander. It was uh, Chief Nigro, I think it was, who claimed that it wasn't him. Um, this phone call came after the two towers had collapsed. How is it possible for Barry Jennings to have heard the demolitions or the detonations for a controlled demolition before the first towers fell if the controlled demolition was not even supposedly ordered by Larry Silverstein until hours later? Hmm? 78. In addition to the previous question, please list all controlled demolitions in history that have been performed by your local fire department. 79. If Larry Silverstein really ordered 7 demolished, then the 47-story building would not have been wired within hours, while the building was engulfed in flames. Please list all controlled demolitions of a high-rise building 47 stories or taller, where the entire demolition job was done in a few hours while the building was on fire. That'd be a neat fucking trick, that. Anyways, stay tuned for the next episode.
Boobies.